How's it going, guys? Shane here from the GnG Elite DBS team, and boy did Bandai hit us with a crazy announcement last night. So I was sitting at work, it's probably like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, and then all of a sudden my phone's getting blown up because Bandai banned and limited more cards. Out of nowhere. Completely caught everybody off guard. So let's not beat around the bush, let's go ahead, let's get into this. As y'all know, SS3 Goku has been banned. Nothing new there. He's been gone for a while. But they banned Scrambling Assault Sun Goten. So a lot of people have been upset with how long Storm has been able to stay atop the format, how well it's been able to adapt and overcome even things like Hercule that hard countered it so much, but Storm still adapted, it overcame, it ended up surviving when Hercule couldn't. So Goten's finally gone. This is the end of Storm. Storm is no more. Even with the silver bullets like Borgos and the striving to be the best Son Goku, Bandai just decided, you know what, let's just get rid of it altogether. Just wipe the slate clean and lock it in a chest. So Goten's gone. Unfortunately, this does actually hurt the swap decks a little bit, just the Goku's Lineage decks. But I do think they got this right. As much as I love playing Storm, I thought it was a really fun deck to play. Goten, it's a little absurd. And it's not just Goten. Like, Goten as a card by himself is fine. It's just the combination of all the cards together, and they had to get rid of something, so Goten took the bullet. Next we have limited cards. So, Flute, I do believe, got banned. I don't know why it's under limited. They did ban Flute. So, Flute is also banned. I'm not quite sure why they went ahead and banned it. It being at 1 seemed fine. A lot of decks weren't even playing it anymore because blue leaders weren't as dominant as they had been. So I'm not quite sure why they banned this. Though, I guess it makes sense. I don't know. It was +1. Honestly, I think it was fine at 1. This ban somewhat confuses me. I don't know. Next up, limited, we have Unyielding Spirit Trunks. So this card's been a mainstay in any blue leader aggro deck for a long time, and because of this card, blue leaders have been some of the go-to aggro leaders since the card came out in Set 2. If you remember, one of the big aggro decks in Set 2 was Red-Blue Trunks, and you played 4 of this card. What did you play in Red-Blue aggro SS3 and Hirudegarn at the beginning of Set 4? 4 of this card. What did you play in Storm? 4 of this card. So I think they just established Unyielding opened up the door for too much play extension, too many attacks in one turn in these aggro decks, and they decided it needed to go to 1. You might still play the 1 of. You probably won't, though. I'm not sure. I don't think 1 is even worth playing. So this card is gone, essentially. You can still play 1 if you so desire. But here's the interesting one. So they put Growing Evil Lifeform Cell to 1, which essentially kills androids in the way that we know them. So you only play 1 of this one in your deck, but you can still play 4 of the 5-drop and 4 of the 7-drop. So you can just cast the 5-drop for 5 and then Union Absorb into the 7. Or if you want to play Cell Leader, then you can play the 1-drop Cell's Birth to go into this and then go into the 5 and the 7. But I'm not really sure where Droids goes from here. They definitely, they obviously start revolving around the Super 17 chain. And I'm still curious as to why they hit this too. Androids weren't really a problem. Like, I understand people didn't like playing against it because you have to adapt the way you play. You can't just play your same game plan against droids the way you play against other decks because of this card. There were ways to get around it, though. Like, a lot of Storm players had issue with androids. They would just lose to it a lot of the time because they couldn't kill their opponent on turn 2 before they cell chain them when androids were on the play. But there were ways around that. Like, a lot of people would come to me and I would explain to them and tutor them on how to do it. There was a very certain life amount, card hand, and plays that you had to make in order to make that matchup winnable when you were on the draw at Storm. And thankfully, I had a tutor in Richard Zapp that was able to help me gain that knowledge and give that knowledge to me. So I tried to pay it forward and give that knowledge to others. So, I mean, granted, this card did make things hard for, like, the Shenron variants and Janemba, but I don't think it warranted a limit. So it does make me believe that in the near future we are going to get some sort of Android leader that would have made Cell Chain absolutely busted. At least that's what I would like to think. But that's it, guys. They only banned 2 cards and limited 2 cards. So now we officially have a 5-card ban and limit list. The list will surely grow in the future. There's plenty of cards that could be hit to some degree. So if you guys want to leave a comment and tell me what card you wish was limited or banned, that'd be pretty cool. We can have a conversation about it. But otherwise, like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out our Twitch every Tuesday at 7 Central, and stay elite.